You take us to the dinner you had with him just the other day. What was that like? What's he talk about? What kind of person are we talking about?
Well, it was 2 or 3 months ago. Part of it was we were talking about his experience in Chiclayo in Peru, the diocese where he served. Part of it was just, his experience growing up in Chicago, and, his experience. I had met him first when he was head of the Worldwide Augustinian Order, so we talked a bit about his experience in the order. And what struck me is how gracious he was about everything. Among other things, at one point I noticed he was eating every morsel of every plate I put in front of him. And about 2/3 into the meal, I said, Cardinal, you don't have to eat at all. And he's like, where I was brought up, it's poor manners not to eat where they put in front of you.
Finish your food.
Yeah. Clean your plate, baby.
Many of us grew up the very same way, that it is yes, to clean your plate. John, and I think to follow on that too, how do you think he will be viewed? Certainly as a continuity of Pope Francis, but how will he be different?
Well, I think, again, to come back to the way he was vested when he stepped out on the balcony, wearing the mozzetta, for instance, that sort of crimson garment that you saw on top of the white papal robe, which is a sort of nod of the cap to tradition. I think what you are going to see is a man who is a bit more conventional, probably, on some of the traditional trappings of the papacy. One thing that will be a very interesting tell, by the way, is when we find out where he chooses to live. Is he going to choose to follow the example of Pope Francis and live in the Casa Santa Marta, the hotel on Vatican grounds, or will he go back to the papal apartment? These are the kind of small things that people with eyes to see and ears to hear will be tracking as sort of indications of where he might go.
But as we mentioned, every little thing he does, everything he wears, everywhere he goes, it'll be parsed right down
as we are doing right in this moment.
Nth degree. You got that right.